when I'm kissing, when I'm missing. Really, really wanna take my time. Pretty baby, yeah. Love you. I forgot y'all singing. Huh? That shit sound good. I forgot y'all singing.
I'm just spitting. Yeah, I'm just spitting. I'm just spitting. This shit have been on my mind for quite some time. I gotta put the shit on the line. I'm just spitting. Yeah, I'm just spitting.
You got him away?
I'm in my right seat now.
Oh man, it's cool, man. Welcome back, welcome all the way to hell back. I guess we switched me back up, put me back in the driver's seat since we at my house.
Right. It's only right.
We off vacation, cause that's what that was, a vacation.
We're not gonna talk about that.
But hey, man,
We went down there with no purpose.
welcome back to another episode of Dropping Dymes.
Shit.
As always,
I feel like my mic ain't.
You've been here for an hour and you just figuring that out.
Nah, I had it at first, but I had to get up.
It's your shoulder.
Yeah,
Too swollen now.
broad, juicing.
it's the shirt. I ain't.
It's a nice shirt though.
I be thinking about it.
It is a
But
nice shirt.
I ain't
Just
gonna
do
do
2
it.
cycles, you be alright. Put you in the game, coach.
Right in your ass.
Bro, listen. I'm scared my dick gonna get a little. I
your
ain't,
ball.
I ain't facing that. It's the ball.
Yeah,
Just your ball.
Yeah, it's not.
If it's just the balls, I can do that.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna do steroids. If it's just my balls,
That's it, bro. You don't need them no
Yeah.
more.
I mean, I don't care about little balls. As long as they don't do nothing to my dick.
It's just a ball.
I can't afford nothing off.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
Can't afford nothing off.
Nigga, who I knew that was juice, they was like, they just a ball. You don't need them bitch. I was like, I like my ball being lit.
I do too. Well, they're not gonna disappear.
Now they can both fit.
That motherfucker definitely gonna come back up towards you though.
Oh, I thought
I
they
can
shrunk.
take that. I can take that. Especially just 2 cycles. They'll probably fall after.
Then you
it's
gotta cycle down.
It's like the
Get over birth
BBL.
control.
You know, they get it, then they maintain. I just need to get right and then maintain that. That's it.
So welcome back to another episode of Dropping Dymes. Y'all just caught a whole earful of what the fuck we be talking about on air.
Steroids.
Not all the time, but it's just an example. It's definitely a motherfucking taste test of
Somebody
what
has
you
some
really could
All
get.
this time.
You thought the coaches told you that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could have been swole.
Nah, but that is illegal then.
It's just illegal now.
I mean, I don't play shit. I don't
yeah.
play
Like,
no
as far
sport
as
no
playing,
more.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
they might.
think
And I don't
folks in
need-
flag be on roids?
Of course. Of course. Them niggas crazy. Eric,
get
that
some
nigga
I'm about
was
to say,
on steroids.
it was some people on our team.
Who?
Eric was on steroids. Had to
Aaron?
be.
Oh yeah,
Eric.
Eric, yeah.
But I won't even do the crib team though. Niggas do that and be getting like poked up. But
I was on
it
career
just-
team last year.
It cut water weight.
yeah, I don't want. I need
I
that.
had swelled up.
That's why you so little now. I can tell.
Thanks for observing.
Welcome back to another episode
We
of
welcome back again.
for the second or
Welcome
third
back
time.
again.
Welcome again to another episode of
That's how
Dropping
much we
Dymes.
missed y'all, man.
Man, as
say it 2
always,
times.
we definitely we miss you, we appreciate you, we love you. Come on back in, man, and hey, while you here, go by www.droppingdymes.com. We got new merch on there. If it ain't on there, it's definitely coming.
Hey, by the time you see this, it should be live.
It should be live, and we're gonna have. You see this?
That's a nice shirt right
Yeah,
there.
these
shirt,
shits is-
like
That's
this
nice,
is
shirt.
this is good. Like, and nothing was wrong with the other shirts, but this is against your skin.
Yeah.
I like
y'all
some
gonna,
good quality.
Y'all gonna let this feel like a robe. This like a robe.
Hey, that's that comfort that B Rose be talking about.
And we got some. Yeah, this is that comfort, man. This is that comfort shit. And we gonna have some sweatshirts on there, man. Y'all just gonna go
And
see,
don't
man.
worry about the price. Just support.
Yeah, the toaster oven. I think we got the toasters in. I think that all that
Pay for
stuff.
quality.
I think all that stuff shipped in, man.
Pay for
The
quality.
bad weather. Yeah, it's gonna pay for some good stuff. But
These are stitched too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
this
saying?
is
This wing.
Yeah, I like
This
that
ain't-
stitch
this
feel.
ain't that
Yeah.
bullshit.
It's forever, man.
I feel like my shit too high, so. But it's alright.
But
It's cool.
Your neck too short, that's all.
So yeah, like I said, www.droppingdymes.com, Dymes with a Y. Go over there, man. Check out the merch. See what we got going on. Also, if you're checking us out on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button. Leave a comment.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell. Share it with some friends.
You gotta know.
Share it with your family. Share it with anybody you think could benefit from these types of conversations that we be having.
Yeah, man. And look, if you don't make it through a whole hour and a half show, we trying to clip these things up so it's a little shorter for you.
yeah, we gonna
Take a peek
We
at
getting
it.
the shorts on there. You know what I'm saying? We giving you everything we can to get you involved so that y'all can hear some of these conversations that we having, man. Because we feel like even when we be joking, it's still
something
definitely
there.
some truth in it,
It's
and
something there.
it's still important.
We're trying to
So,
stimulate your mind, man.
definitely go to YouTube, subscribe.
Stimulate your mind, Craig.
You can check us out on Spotify and on Apple
My bad,
Podcasts.
fellas.
Shit.
Yeah, it's
We got
nasty.
that. Man,
You alright?
I got a little something. Try to stay away from you.
we appreciate
I
that.
can't tell.
Oh,
Definitely appreciate it.
I ain't give you no hug today, man.
Counts. You don't
You know
never
I
give
like
me no
hugging.
hug.
You know I like hugging, bro.
You don't
know,
never give us no hug.
All right, I'm gonna give you a hug
As
today.
always.
I mean, not today. Next time.
Don't. I hope
As
you're sick
always,
again.
thanks for letting us get a little bit of your time.
Yeah.
Letting us into a little bit of your space.
Just a little bit,
letting
man.
us borrow that. To come in, man, and just do what we do, and that's just talk. We just want to talk, share our thoughts, share our perspective, share our experiences, man, so that hopefully we dropping a dime or two so that you guys can pick it up,
Pick it up.
put it in your bank of life, and when you come across something similar, you know how to handle it. You can pull that, cash that out.
Cash
you know what I'm
in,
saying?
cash
And we're
out.
gonna do a
However you
raffle
wanna
for
say it.
new stands too. We're gonna bring that information soon because these shit some bullshit.
Man, we had these whole meetings and you don't want to bring up these great ideas.
I just said it. We're gonna have a raffle for new stands, and if you win, you get to be on the podcast. The raffle is $2.
How the raffle for us to get new stands, and we pick the raffle, and then that person can be on the pod. Set that up, man. That's a good idea.
$2 for the raffle, and I'm gonna get with the department to see how we gonna get y'all these raffles.
The department. The department.
They'll be over there.
We get with the department.
I was like, I hope he was just gonna say, how I get this shit set up. Talk about himself.
Yeah, but everything was away
Nah,
from
the
me.
department. We the department.
All right, I'm glad. Include yourself.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
yeah. We the department, but you know, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're talking about, but we need new
New
stands.
I like my new stand, bro.
Yeah, man, we got them at the end of the season last year. Well, last season.
Try them out.
His mic finna come out in no time.
Nah, I put it like that. I actually left it on the edge so I could catch the front of it. You know what I'm saying? But man, let's go ahead and jump into that question of the week because we don't want to hold y'all for an hour and a half. I'm like that
Yeah,
bouncer
I
that
don't
say
wanna hold me
we only
either.
gonna give y'all a quick 25 minutes. So if you can turn to the book of
Turn your Bibles to
but it was a question of the week, man.
What about the atheist?
It was a question of the week, and it was a quick one.
We speaking to everybody, man.
Well, we
If
love the
there-
Lord on this show.
If
So,
there is one thing you could do differently in your life, what would that be? And you can only name just one. Now, I want y'all to explain. Y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we had got some pretty good answers. Well, I'll let y'all go first.
Who is y'all?
So, before I read their answers.
I feel like we thinking alike right now.
Hey, is that y'all?
I'm gonna get my fake answer.
Is that y'all?
Man, I got one of my close friends, man, dude I grew up
Thank you.
with. We went to church together. He said, stay close to God after my mom died. I was upset with him after that, and I kind of strayed away, but we back on the same page. And I remember when his mom died,
Damn.
and like, bro, like, I can't speak from his, you know what I'm saying, from his shoes, but like, just the, you know, I like you always be like, man, like it always be the good people. Like that was literally a case of it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Finally.
Yeah, like
Cause niggas be saying that shit.
Yeah,
The
like-
nigga kill 4 people. Man, they always taking the good niggas. The good killers, motherfucker.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
his mom was just like a super sweet person, man. Like they came into our lives. Like his dad was in the military, so they moved into Montgomery because his dad was there on, you know what I'm saying, on assignment or whatever. And like when they came to the church, man, they were just super nice people. His dad was a referee, basketball referee, man, real cool guy. And mom was just like one of those, like a typical, like I don't want to say a soccer mom, but she was just like real welcoming. You know what I'm saying? Like open arms, like literally open arms. Like give me a hug every time she saw you. And like when his mom passed, man, that was like, I think right after my freshman year of college, man. Like it was rough because I don't think anybody saw it coming.
Especially being young.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really saw it coming. He's a year older than me, and I could
Still
definitely
like 21.
yeah, he was like 20, maybe 20 at the time. Yeah, so I could understand why he felt the way that he felt.
Yeah.
But I'm also happy to see that he didn't like it. It wasn't like something he held against God. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's still His perfect plan, His will be done. And I think a lot of us struggle with that because our plans don't necessarily line up with His plans all the time and His timing.
His plan always perfect.
Did you see where it wasn't? I actually think, like honestly, I think it's gonna go into today's conversation though.
Yeah, we always feel like that though. So
The dinosaurs too.
Man, you almost had it going. You almost had it going.
What?
And then you said the dinosaur because
But that was part of the plan, right? And then it's like, well, I fucked that up. Get rid of them.
short arm ass nigga.
you think God said I fucked that up?
I mean, maybe. We don't know. But he wiped them out.
It was all perfect.
Their time was over, I guess.
It was
He said
all,
they had enough time, I guess. How many years of dinosaurs out here?
So one young lady said, I would have stayed living at home longer. I think that's an answer that I feel like, especially in our community, we want to jump out here and be grown so quick.
Yeah.
And everybody ain't ready for that. Like, you don't even realize that you ain't ready for that.
I ain't ready right now.
That's what I'm saying. Because the world be moving, bro. And then, like, right now, like, right 2024, I think this is a time when anybody that can stay at home should probably go back and stay at home.
You know,
Because
Nah,
this,
I'm
see
gonna
that shit
encourage that
live
though,
and
like
living
for
color
my
right now.
kids.
absolutely.
Like, listen, I'm about to set them up some shit anyway for when they get older. But if you ain't ready, come back after
Yeah.
college. If you need some time, come on back. Now you ain't finna just be sitting not doing nothing. We gonna be productive every day,
Yeah.
but you ain't gotta worry about no bills. So you can get you a job, still stay here. If you ain't got no situation going, neither one of y'all, then get your money up and then go. Goddamn, but a lot of people. I think we talked about this episode.
Yeah, a couple times,
And he was
yeah.
like kick him out the house
Step.
real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, my folks wasn't like that either. Like, no, hell no, come on back. Shit. When you ready, nigga, go.
Yeah.
Because people don't get that opportunity. So yeah, that's a good.
I'm
that's a good
42
answer.
years old. My mama said it's still a room back
Yeah,
there
for
if
sure.
you ever need to come home.
Yeah.
When they young, would you give them like a age? I was talking to somebody this week, and they were talking about their kids are getting ready to go to college, and he's off rip. You got till 25, like 18. If you decide to go to school, you want to stay home. You got till 25 before we really start pushing you to get out of this house. I got you as a safety net, but at least I'm gonna give you that time to start building. But I gotta give you a deadline before you get too comfortable.
Well,
Oh, go ahead.
my thoughts. I don't think a kid will just get too comfortable.
I mean, I that's what I was
Like, because eventually it's gonna be a space situation. You know what I'm saying? Or it becomes an adult situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we know grown folks gonna say, "I'm the only grown person that live here. I'm the only person paying bills."
And it takes people just a little bit longer. Right? Every kid isn't gonna be the same. Like, and
Right.
I can only go for me and my little brothers. Like me, I was ready to go as soon as I could. Right? My brother, it took him a little longer.
Yeah.
So it got to encourage kind of bashing, but encouraging. You know what I mean? Like, bro, nigga, you gonna be. So I told you that one conversation. I told that nigga, you gonna be living with mama when you 30, nigga. You know what I mean? Nigga, hell no. So he got out of there at like 28. You feel me? But he didn't make 30. But like I said, sometimes it take people just a little longer. Opportunities don't come as quick as 25, maybe. And of course, I don't think nobody just wants to stay home because we weren't raised like that, and that's part of it too. Like you kind of raise your kid to, you know, to want to like be on their own and want to have shit and not just be in the house, right? Because every day you gonna hit my mouth. Like every day is gonna be, you know, you going to work, you taking paper, you doing this, you doing that. Like I'm not kicking you out, but I want you to be working towards something. Right. I'm not gonna give you a deadline though.
And a sit down conversation about success and what does it look like for them. You know what I'm saying?
That too.
Like what's your goals? What we working towards? Because sometimes it ain't necessarily about setting a number as far as like what time you need to be out of here. But let's talk about setting a number as far as like looking at the housing market, what a good down payment would look like.
Right.
Like let's work towards whatever your goals are. I can't tell you what you should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be looking for a house. But what if they don't want a house? What if they don't want to ever cut grass? What if they want to live in a high rise? Like let's start looking. I think we get to a point, not we, sometimes as the parents or the adults, we get to a point where we start pushing things on them that like what were our dreams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you should be working a job and you should be at a job for 5 years. Like that ain't necessarily the American dream. We talked about the American dream, right? That ain't the American dream no more. It's some people who will never want to purchase a home. You know what I'm saying? It's some people who like I like the ability to move different places, right? I want to be able to just get up. If a job say, hey, you got a job here, I close out my lease or my, you know what I'm saying, my agreement, and then I move to whatever state that job is offered in.
Yeah.
So I think just being able to sit down and talk about goals, and then I like one of the things you said, like again, my opinion, knowing your audience, right? You know your kid at that point. They 20-something years old, you know who the fuck you dealing with. Some kids you need to give that type of reinforcement to, like, hey, 27, 3 more years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that was me. It wasn't
even your parents.
From me,
yeah,
right?
It wasn't even your parents.
My brother than coming from my parents.
Right.
That's probably a little more hurtful.
Yeah.
But me, like, man, you about to be a low life, nigga. Like, knowing I know that's not gonna happen. But I gave examples of like my uncles who still live in my granddad's house who ain't shit, right? Of course my brother wasn't gonna be that. But I just want him to put that in his head, like, if not even
you could
for yourself. Now I just gave you even more motivation because I know us. We want to prove each other wrong.
Right.
So, oh shit, you crazy. They're finna get on my shit and I'm finna be out of here. And shit, that's what he did.
But then there's also the other kid who you gotta be like, hey, you're doing a good job out here.
No, yeah.
Because this shit is rough.
No.
So I see what you're doing. I see your plan. I see you putting it into work. You know what I'm saying? Be that encouraging word. And then there's other kids you don't have to say anything to.
Yeah.
You talk about it one time with them, and you can sit back and watch them building this shit. You know what I'm saying?
But to me, like, I think talking about at 12, 15, 18 years old, talking about, hey, I got you until you're 25.
Oh, no, that ain't no conversation I'm having that early.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, either one of those children understands. If I don't need motivation, I'm gonna be out anyway. If I need some motivation, shit, I know this deadline is, let me start thinking about what my exit route is. So to me, just having the conversation, like, I got you, and I got you forever. But living in this house, rent free, as comfortable as it is, it's over at 25 or whatever your time is.
Yeah.
I think just talking about it, and I think with the root of what you all just said is the communication, is talking about it and then kind of setting what the goal is, the expectation is, and then after that it's holding true.
It's literally knowing your audience
for sure.
Like my daddy could have told me, hey nigga, at 25 you need to. I would have took that way different because he know me, he know how I'm gonna handle shit. Like, I bet I got you. Little brother think it's a little more like.
But is it the way? It's just the way you say it then, right? You can say the exact same thing differently.
Nah, because
Brandon, get your ass out at 25, or little brother.
Nah,
hey man, we're gonna help you build the funds to.
It ain't
at 25.
that. It's more defensive, right? Like I know my middle brother's gonna take a defense mode to it, right? So now what he's gonna do, even if he's not ready, he's gonna leave, fall on his face, and then have to come back. But that resentment may have him not even wanting to come back, and now it's a whole nother fucking path. You see what I'm saying? Like knowing your audience is the key thing. Some people just aren't as like strong-minded as others. Like you have to know your kids. Like that's just what it is. I know I can yell at my son, right? He may give me a little face or something and get right. I know if I yell at Madison, it's gonna be instant tears, right? I know how to come at them, and I know like.
But that's what I'm saying. Because if you want Braylon to brush his teeth and you want Madison to brush her teeth, you can go fuss at Braylon, but you can come talk to Madison. Hey, I need you to brush your teeth because this is what's gonna breed gingivitis if you don't.
Yeah,
it's the same. It's the same intent, but it's the delivery.
I get what you're saying, but based off of this type of conversation, as far as getting out, you know that this.
But see, even that right there, getting out.
But I'm saying
stepping into your own space.
However you want to word
it sounds different. I'm just saying it sounds differently when you talk to different people.
Put it the best way you want to put it. My point is, you know your kids. You know that. Okay, you got Brandon, Marquise, and Ladarius. Brandon, he'll be alright.
Yeah.
Marquise, he may need just a little bit longer than 25, right? So you don't present that to him. You kind of just encourage him even on his way to 25, 26. You see what I'm saying? It's a little different. Baby brother, look, same thing. Kind of more of a, you can't have, you know who can do this and who can't, right? So I know he gonna need some more time. I know he'll be ready at this. I know he'll be good at this. You see what I'm saying?
I get that, and I understand it. I think about it though, like if you never set an expectation for a child or a deadline, even if they land at 26, I know it's not gonna be 25. Yeah. But at least I've given them something where it's closer to 25 than it is to 30, to 35.
No, I got you. So, and they definitely, he definitely has had those conversations. I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I was just saying in that aspect, like which child. Yeah.
To me,
that child also has to understand that I need to show that I'm progressing, or we can have these conversations of what we're building towards.
When the conversation came, right? It wasn't never a deadline. It was, hey, you getting up, like, hey,
But what if he is a deadbeat, ain't doing shit? Do you kick him out?
That's a different conversation.
That's a whole different conversation. It's not, no, so my parents never gonna kick us out. Right. They're never gonna do that. But my daddy,
and he ain't doing shit.
My daddy ain't going for the not doing shit though.
Right.
He gonna make this time.
But if he don't,
it ain't no. If he don't,
you can't make somebody get up and go to work.
Yes, you listen.
If you're gonna stay here, you will.
Exactly.
But see, that's the thing.
No, but
I'm not kicking you out.
No,
I'm making a decision.
You're gonna have to work.
I can hear that.
But the thing is, like, you can't say I'm gonna kick you out. He's not working. Kick him out so he can do what?
Yeah, so that's the thing though. If I'm trying to help you get a job, I'm trying to help you work, and you're not doing it, do you put him out, or do you just let him be a freeloader?
See, but you added a little something. You tweaked it a little bit. See, you went from you ain't doing nothing. Now if I'm putting effort there and you're not, that's a different conversation.
Take it away. I'm not helping you or trying to set you up. I tell you need to get a job, and you put no effort into it. Do you stay here?
I feel like that's a different type of raise because we don't even, nigga, I just told you, I'm still on the family phone. I don't even like paying that nigga because I don't want to hear his mouth. I do it. That's the only reason. The way my pops is set up, nigga, you don't want to hear that nigga mouth. So you either gonna leave on your own and not be shit, because you definitely not gonna be here and not be shit and listen to that shit. We just not. That ain't us. It ain't like that. Like, I don't know I don't know nobody. I'm sure it happened. They parents is on their ass and they just shut the fuck up, dad, and close the door and just not do shit.
See, what I've seen is some children, like, you understand what your parents will do, so they can raise hell all they want, but I know what you're not gonna do and I know what you are gonna do. So come on, yell all you want. You still gonna buy whatever, you still gonna pay my car note, you still gonna do this. So that's what it's like.
The only thing you can do is live here. I guarantee you.
It's things to take away.
My dad,
like, I can make living here a hell.
Exactly. That's what I was just gonna say.
Well, see, parents have to stand by
we
that.
would cook for two.
Yeah.
Nigga, I don't know how you getting. If you got a car, I don't know how you paying for that.
I don't know how you
getting gas in it.
Yeah.
But yes, but listen,
Alright. I hear that.
Nigga,
That ain't-
your best bet is to just try to do something now, nigga.
But that's
Yeah, you
what I'm
just-
saying.
you
Let's go
make
ahead and
life
talk
tough.
about this at,
Yeah, no,
at
and
18.
I don't agree. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you.
So honestly, I still don't feel like it's an 18 conversation because 18 you could be headed out. How I'ma tell you at 18, hey, at 25 that's your cutoff.
Well,
Bro,
We don't even know what he's about to
ain't
do
know
at
what-
18.
nigga,
He don't
I
even
think-
know.
yes.
Like like think about you at 18. Did you
but
say
that's how much comfort you should have to be able to do whatever you want to do because you know you can come here.
Yeah, but and that would be more of my conversation. Hey, you know you can always come back home. I can't say at 18 telling my kid at 18, hey, at 25, that's it. That's all I got for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take y'all my
Some
life,
people,
my home, my
some people
my
say it for
insurance.
18. When you
Yeah,
turn 18,
it's people
bro,
who
I don't
18
think- I don't think that's-
into the world.
yeah, that's-
so I
but
think
people do
I think
that.
it's
Especially in today's
And that
society
shit
where
sets you up
everybody
for
gets
failure.
baby.
because realistically, could you say at 18, at 25, what you was gonna be doing?
No, but in my mind, I would have been making sure I was working for not being at home at 25.
Yeah, but that was it's still a level of comfort. Like in my opinion, just my opinion, why put that level? Like in my mind, it feels like now I got this hard deadline where at 25, if I don't know what the fuck I'm about to be doing, I might be out on the street because the Lord ain't gonna let me come back home. What the hell am I
And
gonna
that's
do?
what I'm
Now
saying.
I'm out here selling drugs and peanuts.
But
trying to
see, my
get
mind would, and I can only speak from my mind. My mind would think, all right, 7 years from now, I need to have enough established for myself. What are the things I need to do to get to that point where I don't need to come home at 25?
and you can have all those things in your mind, right?
Right.
But that don't mean they're gonna come to fruition.
And I'm not saying, just like I said, your parents may know, say 25, and 26 happens and you're still there.
But we talking
you
about
have
the
to
real.
be
We talking about the real parents that saying real
fuck you
25.
at 25. Hey, them too. Had
So-
a conversation.
So this turned into a whole lot.
Yeah, this is a whole
What's y'all
lot.
answer?
My bad.
What's y'all answer?
Nigga, I don't know.
I'm gonna read the question to you
What's the
again. Let me read the question to you again. Is there one thing, if there's one thing you could do differently in your life, what would it be?
It would be to. It's gonna sound like something, but it's gonna be something different. It's to learn to say "fuck it" so much earlier, and it's on the line. It's not the lines of like "fuck it" of what people are putting on you, what's going on. It's more the lines of "fuck it" to fear. I was afraid to do so many things as a young man, whether it's talk to women, whether it's to stand up in front of people and talk, whether it's to
like
go
that.
after
I like that.
certain
Nigga actually
things.
stole my whole
I
answer.
like that.
That was go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
That was my
But-
answer too.
I got to a point, and I think it was midway through college, maybe a little after college, where I started to say, I felt the fear. I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, whether it pans out or where it doesn't. But I started to learn that when I say fuck it and do it, there's the opportunity to learn. You do it right. I tell y'all at work, I do it all the time. Sin, fuck it. Because either this is gonna be really right because I did my due diligence, or it's gonna be wrong, but I learned from it. So I wish-
Somebody will come give you. It could be a teaching moment.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I wish I would have been able to grasp that and do it more often.
As long as it ain't no firing moment.
I mean,
But you can learn from that
Even
too,
that.
right?
Even that. So to me, I wish I would have gotten that inside of me a lot earlier, just to say fuck it and do it.
That was wild right there, that ending part. But that's cool.
What you got, bro?
Same thing, man.
Same thing. Just would have said fuck it earlier. I feel like you said fuck it a long time
I
ago.
feel like you came out the womb that way.
That ain't my answer. Oh yeah, that's shout out to my pops. That's all to pops right there. That fucking mentality and fuck yeah. But I would have planned life better at an earlier age.
Just giving it more thought.
Between 18 and 25.
Yeah. Yeah. Giving it more thought.
Because I think we can plan and then get hopeful.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah,
But at least with the plan, you have some type of direction. Like you said, life don't happen like you plan it to be. But at least you have some type of direction. A lot of people get out here and just whatever's happening is happening, but it's no direction in it. And then when it's no direction, it's often no awareness with it. You have a plan, you realize this is not on that plan. Let me redirect myself to try to get back on that plan.
shit. Yeah, that's it. It's the best way I can put that.
I respect that though.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So that's the best way I can put it.
Yeah,
Let him say it. That's the best way I can put it.
yeah.
I really wish, like I just told y'all about one of my family members. I'm just like, I wish I would have been able to help him formulate a plan earlier. Even smaller plans that he could see happen, and then you build the what's the word? The habit of setting plans and then going after them, and the understanding it's gonna take a little time, it'll take a little work, take a little learning to achieve what the plan's goal was. But he lived a lot of his life and had no plan.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Planning, nigga, your shit.
Kind of what he said,
Oh, shit.
but nah, dead ass.
Nah,
like mine just would have been like to not let fear control me. I told you I had a speech impediment, so like my whole thing was like, I don't want to be embarrassed.
That shit understandable though.
Yeah, but
Like that shit kind of hard. I feel like that's kind of hard to like just jump out there and not be a little afraid.
Yeah, so
if I couldn't read, nigga.
But we're not saying you're not afraid.
No, I get that part.
No,
I
you
get
said
just
not
do
let
it.
but
fear.
no, honestly,
Yeah, the fear's there, but he's saying do it.
Yeah,
So-
I know.
no.
I'm saying, but the fear is understandable.
Yeah,
is what
for sure,
I'm saying.
for
Yeah.
sure.
So the reason I say I would have got just to get past the fear, getting over the fear is actually what led me to be able to work on whatever it was that that was causing me to stutter.
I got
Because
you.
I was like, I can't do this forever.
Got
you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
When I was younger, like my mom did what moms do. Like she protected me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She protected me from being embarrassed. She protected me from having to stand in front of people to do things. She protected me as much as she could, like outside of church, because she felt like if this happens in church, nobody's gonna laugh at you.
Yeah.
They'll all
Except for the
they'll
kids when you come back and sit down.
And you come back and they're like, what the fuck was that? You know what I'm saying?
That was me.
But of course, right, exactly. But the old
Don't
people,
make eye contact with Brandon.
but the old people, but the adults were gonna gather around you and they're
be
gonna
very-
build you up,
encourage you. Yep.
So I think if I'd have stopped letting the fear guide me and coddle me, you know what I'm saying, then I think I would have gotten to that earlier. But that's also one of those things where I'd be like, the timing, right?
Yeah.
Like it just wasn't that time for that. Like I wasn't in the right mindset, or didn't have the level of cognitive thinking to realize, oh, this is what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't realize that until later. Like I was like, damn, I stopped breathing when I do it. I really just stopped. I'm trying to force this word out, and I'm not breathing. Everybody's be like, take your time. Like that's not getting it. That's not what the fuck this is. This bigger than that, bitch. So shut up.
But see, sometimes it's like people tell you what you should be doing, but they're missing the true action that creates what they're trying to tell you. Take your time should be take a breath,
Yeah,
breathe.
But even
it's not.
in the moment, like, because even if somebody had said take a breath, I would have just thought they meant take a breath before I started trying to say it. Not so much breathe in between words. You know what I'm saying?
Even go that deep.
Yeah, but at 14,
That nigga.
12, 11, I wouldn't have been thinking like that. You know what I'm
But
saying?
see,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. People gotta stop just saying these brand labels or quotes and like dig into what you're actually trying to tell me.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's one of the things that I hated about talking to people about marriage. Like it's tough. Fuck does that mean?
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Yeah. Yeah.
But go ahead.
But
right.
I think it, and even if I'd have let the fear, I didn't let the fear guide me when I was younger. My mom was trying to send me to a a pathologist, and I was like, I don't even want to go to them because I'm embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? So I think just not letting that fear guide me at a little bit earlier, I think it would have changed a couple of things about my life. And you know, I ain't all about like the whole how does this change, and because everything changes after that.
So Wallace, with y'all having the same answer, what was your fear? Like, why didn't you like do the shit that
I cared too much about what people thought. I cared about what people thought. It's funny, one of my nephews, his mother told me that he tripped and fell when they was down in Louisiana, and nobody saw him but his mom. But he got up, looked around, and started crying maybe like 5 minutes later because he was so afraid of being embarrassed.
That comes with young age though.
But I related to that because in every instance of my life, I cared what my
He
parents,
was looking around.
the kids, my family. I remember one time I think I was sick, and we was in Philadelphia, and we had went to a beach, and my skin started peeling, but I was trying to hide it on my clothes and stuff. I went to the bathroom, and then I came out, and I think I still had my shirt off. I was trying to put my shirt back on, and my big cousin was standing there. And when I went and saw last night, she started laughing at me. Shit like that is like, I can't show myself when I'm going through something or if I'm not doing something right.
Yeah.
And I cried that day. I probably was like 9 or 10, but it's just like, I feel like everybody was always watching me. Everything was the biggest thing. And honestly, that's why I shied away from talking, because I felt like if I stumble, if I say something that's stupid or people think it's stupid or that is not my true thought, I'm trying to get through it, like now people look down on me or have a lesser thought of me, when it really didn't fucking matter, because it's all still part of the process to get to who I want to be.
Just growing.
It is, and so all the problems that like y'all are saying, I had the same shit. Like as far as if you reading or some shit and you stumble, like okay, but I think more so with me, like if somebody did it, I could joke on them, right? Yeah. But if I did it, I can joke on myself. Like, oh shit, I can't read, I'm tripping. You know what I mean? Like I think that's kind of what.
But where does that come from?
I don't know.
Because I can do it now.
Yeah, I don't.
But
it just comes with time. Like it's a certain level of confidence.
But he didn't need the time.
But it doesn't.
Church
but
for me.
Yeah, but the time don't necessarily have to hit for everybody the same way. It just be when the confidence.
It was no choice, right? I think I didn't ever have a choice to not do the shit. So I never saw the other side, because it was like, well, if you're not comfortable, it's okay. Like I'm sure if I had that, I would have been this same conversation.
Yeah.
So that confidence was built early.
But me not
like
having a fucking choice.
Those older people getting around
to
you
whatever.
like, hey, you did a good job.
Like
you did good. Like when people are studying building, like I always look at it like this. You standing like this, and all that's just building you up, bro. Like those words start to set a foundation that just lifts you higher. You know what I'm saying? Your confidence came with sports, right? Like or even with school. You were a good student. So as you got older, you get more and more accolades. You hear like you're doing a good job with this. It makes you feel better about who you are in whatever it is that you're doing, and you just grow in that thing. Once you started to see it in sports, it started to build under you. Now you standing on top, and you got a different level of confidence because people done poured into you. Like even when you mess up, that's all right. That in the church, that's all right. Baby. Keep going. Yeah. In football, even when you messed up, if we running full speed, don't we say that shit all the time? Even if you mess up and you moving full speed, you still might fuck around and be in the right spot. So
I got motherfucked a lot.
That's happened.
But I understand exactly what you're saying. I'm trying to think about life, and I feel like when we were in church, I was always put up there. When I was young, I was always put up there to say something, to be the lead singer, to do all these things. I'm just like, why didn't I? I got so much praise and adulation in every area. Like I was a good student, I was a good kid, every area in my life I got built up.
That's why I asked
But
the
I don't
question.
know why I always had that.
You focused on the one or two things, or those one or two people, them kids that sat in the
was
back
laughing.
that were like, man, you heard that nigga.
They didn't have to be laughing at me. If I saw them laughing, I thought it was
You just automatically assumed it was for you. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It just comes with that time, man. Like,
I don't think I was embarrassed about sweaty palms. Goddamn, I ain't like holding hands.
Shake hands with people, yeah.
My shit to the day. Goddamn.
clamming hand ass.
I'm like, don't make the prayer too long. Man.
But even with that, you have to because you can't stop it. So you gotta find a way to make it either funny or hold on, man, my shit goddamn sweating. Like, come on, you know something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta make yourself comfortable in your fucked up situations. That's it.
That's it.
Cause bro, this is us.
Yeah, I think somehow
Like
that
I said,
conversation.
I feel like if I had a speech impediment, I don't know. Like that's why I said you
I
kind
probably
of had
wouldn't
a
talk.
reason. Yeah,
I
to
probably would not talk.
But got shit damn near like family. My homeboy Byron, we grew up in church together. Byron studied his ass off. We used to fuck with him about it always. That nigga had a clothing line called Stutter Box when we got old. Like, nigga, he just embraced it. It ain't never stopped him from getting no girls. It ain't never stopped nothing. Like, at church.
But
Like,
that's the
nigga.
thing. I think you have to lean once you have to be aware of your children.
Yeah.
Whether your child or children that are in your circle, and try to lean into you are enough.
Yeah.
I think if you can lean, and it might not be those words, but it's just like you have to lean into them. Like what you got, what you're doing is enough. You're gonna build on top of that, and it's gonna be what makes you whatever. But if you just let them go out into the world, you never know. But
Yeah.
I think if somebody, a big brother, a big cousin,
Because then
somebody,
the world can dictate how they feel about themselves.
and that internal mind that has not matured enough to say, you know what, Stutterbox, stand on what you do.
Yeah.
But if I don't have that strength or mentality that he might have or you had,
Yeah.
then it can go way off the path.
You talking about crying for
My
shit
confidence was
embarrassing.
always sports. Like I said, I ain't need nobody to tell me, hey, you did a good job out there. I be like, shit, good job, Byron Rose. Hit myself on the butt. So I didn't need that in that part of my life. Yeah, like, and sports was always my comfort zone. So for me, like when we was like, especially like in basketball, you can be a little more vocal, right? Football, of course, you had to talk to a certain extent, but in basketball, we were a whole lot vocal. We was talking. I never and I used to damn near lead the defense. Like when we was whatever, hey, we going black. I ain't never studying that shit. My mom was like, I ain't hear you stutter all night.
comfortable.
You cuss me out from the floor, still ain't stuttering. Then you get in this damn car. I asked you how was school. Then you fumbling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was.
We gotta figure that out.
That's like, man, it's people, you ever seen, like, on Instagram and shit, people that can sing, bro, sing like a motherfucker. Soon as they talk, they stutter like, I was like, how the fuck is that possible?
Yeah, man.
Train to breathe.
It's literally breathing.
Yeah.
Man, that was a good.
That was.
That turned into a whole. That could have been a whole
That
episode.
could have been the whole
It
episode.
was.
Yeah, we had 54. Well, probably like 44 for real.
But here's
My feet up on this.
I think we got a good topic, and I think it kind of goes into parts of what we were talking about.
I think it's a great topic.
Do we
honestly.
want to do the topic with such little time?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Or not.
we can say. I don't
Hey
want
man, you called it.
No, I was just asking.
I know. I'm asking you to answer.
Oh, what was the question?
You want to call it or you want to ride?
Nah, I was about to get into something else because that conversation was real interesting. And I'm going back to
Go ahead.
when you was talking about the guy's mom with the hug and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw, well, you be keeping up with shit. You don't see shit.
Hey, dog, educate me.
It was an argument between like a gentleman and a lady. Like arguing like he fucked around and like called her a bitch or whatever. And like they was going at it. And so she was talking to the person that was recording, and the man was just sitting there, he was like, you know what, I apologize. And she immediately like just turned it all the way around.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I accept your apology. And so he was like, I really don't talk to women like that. I call them out their name, but I felt you disrespected me and I'm a man. She walked over to the nigga like, get up, come on. like and just
Yeah.
brought it in.
It's
you
an
know
older
what I mean?
lady?
Huh?
It's an older lady?
Nah, they
They
not
were grown,
old.
but
They
not
was like
old.
maybe 40s, but
But I ain't know if like he was like 25
no,
and she was like
they
60
both
or
was
something.
like probably 40.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But that shit was amazing. Like what, like women, like how women can just make you feel with just a hug. You know what I mean? And the comments were like they both probably needed that hug. Cause I don't know what the argument was, but they was going at it like
Is it just
Bruh.
women?
Yeah, so I was just about to say,
the hug.
I think
If I
to
gave
a
you a
man.
hug,
No, I felt like they said they both probably needed that hug.
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy.
but you said from a woman. That's what I'm trying to get.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you
For-
a hug
from
today.
the
bro.
moment. No, you ain't got to.
for him,
yeah. I was saying.
a hug from a woman can change how he feels,
How he
change,
felt
change
like,
the
'cause
whole
she was
thing.
just like, he was just apologizing. And she walked back there and was like, nah, get up, come on. And you know, they hugged or whatever, and they just, the shit was, it was nice. So I'm
Bro,
gonna show you the video.
Like I think that goes both ways. Though I think for us, a hug from a woman can change our whole, our damn near our outlook on life. And I think for women, it's certain things that we do as men that do the same thing for them. Like I don't know if y'all saw. Gail was
Yeah,
on.
I knew you was about to say
she was on the
that.
pivot.
On the pivot,
and she said, when a man called me baby,
Yeah.
that changes
I start
everything in
practicing.
me.
I start practicing, baby.
Like, and she said,
I'm like, hey, baby.
and then I'm gonna tell you what, and I'm gonna tell you what's funny. I'm gonna tell you what's funny though, the toxic shit. Like we all like a little toxic shit. You know what I'm saying? I think to an extent, right? She said, when a man say motherfucker,
listen,
A black man.
when a black man say motherfucker, she said it does something to me.
listen. What she said, it's always good to have a nice proper cuss word or some shit. I said,
Yeah.
this motherfucker here.
Bro,
But-
I really like that they challenged her on when she said that she's not looking for like no status in dating, but she's telling a person that she wants them to be able to go to the White House and also go to the backyard
Yeah.
cookout. Like that, you don't understand what type of pressure that could put on a person.
Based off of who the fuck you are.
Exactly.
Like, you don't know who you are?
Like most people say they can dress up nice,
Yeah.
and go to a nice dinner, and they can go to the backyard. You talking about the White House?
Yeah.
Being able
It was
to
cool
hold
they
your
didn't let
own.
that ride.
Yeah, I did like that.
I think, I was talking about that this week at work actually, like how sometimes we can accept an apology from women, and then that same apology won't be accepted.
Oh, yeah.
Like you ever get into an argument with a woman,
Yes.
and she can be like,
No.
"Fuck you, nigga, fuck your mammy," and if she was dead, we could dig that bitch up and I'd piss on her.
Yeah.
And niggas be like, "Fuck you for that."
Yeah.
And then she'll come back later on and be like, you know what?
I
I
was
went
wrong.
too far. I'm sorry. And he'll accept that. And he gonna stay in that house. If you call that lady fat, you don't even gotta say fat.
You ain't gotta
be
say fat bitch.
that-
You can
I
just
wouldn't-
say
I
fat.
wouldn't wear
Ruined
that.
your life.
Yeah, like you be like, I wouldn't wear that one because it kind of, you know what I'm saying? So, and she be like, nigga, you just called me fat. You can't. I'm sorry. Your way out of that one, bro.
It's so crazy that like my wife, she'll get mad because she'll ask a question, and in her mind I haven't responded fast enough, so she gets mad at that, and I'm like, I'm saving you from what my initial
I'm
thought
taking
was,
that time to think.
because I'm saving us
Think this through.
because I knew even what I was thinking wasn't malicious. I know how you could have taken it, so let me think this through on how I need to say it where we don't ruin this moment. But she'll get mad at that. I'm like, bro, I'm
You
trying
thinking
to-
too much. Why you can't just
exactly?
Because if I don't think, we probably ain't going
We
to dinner.
fucked.
Listen, I saw a video. This dude was in the car, and the girl was like, this girl said, damn, how did she put it? She was like, how did you know you love me? And he was like, you don't really want to know that. And instead of just saying, okay, she was like, no, I do. He said, no, like, I feel like it's going to hurt us. You don't really want to know that. She said, I want to know how you knew you really love me. He said, I'm telling you, you don't really want to know it. And she was like, nah, I really do. He said, your pussy is trash. But
And
I still love you.
Yeah.
And I was like, the girl who said, I was like, he love her. Cause that usually is that's usually the one thing that kind of shakes men into I love you, and it may not even be ready for I love you, right?
Listen.
But to know that this is trash and I'm still here because I actually love you. and not
the
just your
person.
box. Yeah,
And honestly, you should take that as a compliment about
that's what
who
I'm
you
saying.
are.
Exactly.
Bro.
But I
But
guarantee you,
it's
she
not
did. I
gonna be
guarantee
received
you.
that way. They probably had a whole fist fight in that
I
party.
bet you they never had sex again.
And that's the fucked up part. And so instead of what can I do to make this whole situation better in the bedroom, let me do that also. But no, you take the whole other side. I just won't fuck you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
if my shit trash,
Like, bro, that
I ain't tell you last week. Your dick is trash.
if you tell me that, all right, let me see what the fuck I need to
Yeah,
do
let
to
me
make
work on
this
my
shit
shit.
right. That ain't how that shit go.
But also, I know women.
But yeah, he definitely love her.
Women do
I
women
remember
do
conversations
accept
like that.
and accept apologies and stay in situations where we probably wouldn't with an apology.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like some shit they, you know what I'm saying? Like it's levels to it.
Yeah, it is.
But it's
I think
wild.
I think it's the boundaries thing. It's like, or maybe that's where I'm gonna start. It's like she'll accept you for some wild shit you apologize for that you won't take, but she won't forgive you for something that you will forgive her for.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I'll stay here with you, you're gonna hear this and feel this for the rest of the days that we here. But I'll stay. When we'll just be like, yeah, I can't deal with that. I'm out. It sounds good that they'll stay, but what are you gonna do? What does the relationship become? And I know in a lot of instances, especially when we're talking about infidelity, it's like I have to earn your trust and forgiveness back. But if I do that, don't hold that against me forever. Just because you just said you stayed, that doesn't mean that we here. We can be here and still not.
Well, that's funny. That's funny. Why was you crazy?
Very crazy.
Look about it though. Send me the books.
You gonna make me sick, bro.
No nigga, you already sick. You're already sick, my boy.
Oh shit. Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. But yeah.
You done with your moment?
Yeah, that it just took me back there. That shit was hilarious.
What we talking about? I don't know what we're talking about.
I think with the holding on to something part that you was talking about, I think that's huge too. Because I think as a person who has been the hurter, I think, and then for them to accept your apology and say, all right, I'm gonna stay. Like you want them, you can't like I ain't gonna say in our minds, but yeah, kind of in our thoughts is like, all right, man, like how long you gonna hold on to this? But then realistically, you can't tell them how
For sure.
soon they should feel better about something,
Yeah.
or let it go.
You can't, but that damn, bro.
Yeah, like the holding on to it is tough.
That shit was 2 years ago. We done had so many better fucking times since whatever happened 2 years ago.
But
like, come on, bro.
But the crazy thing is, just like with anything else, the bad is always gonna out. We feel like the bad outweighs the good, and it stick out.
I just feel like that's just a way for them to just throw some shit in your face after you done been a perfect nigga.
Make you feel guilty.
Yeah, bro. Like, I can't deal with it for too long. I know that. Like, especially if I'm being the best motherfucker ever, like that I can be, that I was before whatever happened, and now that I'm extra nigga, you know what I mean? Like, and you still want to do that? I'm not gonna be doing that.
So I was about to say something, but I started joking. Okay, so since we here in this conversation, what's the thought process of like, if I tell you I did something, or it comes out that I did something, at some point it has to be, why did I do it?
I just saw that meme.
That's some accountability shit, though.
I just saw the meme that said women, and this ain't saying what you like, whatever you talking about, but women be so quick to judge the look of the girl who you probably stepped out with.
Yeah, I seen something like that.
Than to why he stepped out with her.
Yeah.
I saw one on Twitter. This dude, this girl was like, Well, if you think that nigga was like, why you worried about how she look? Like, you should be worried about what she doing
what
to
she
make me
doing,
go over
make
there.
me go there. And I'm going back over there Sunday.
And then the chick said, well, when you go over there, just stay over there. He said, nah, cause she ugly. I said,
but that's
like rolling over and seeing.
But that shit real though, bro. Like, why am I choosing to? You know what I mean? Like, what is she doing for me that you not?
What are you not doing or creating?
Yeah,
that makes me even want
to go over there,
open my eyes to it.
And this ain't just no fucking situation, cause a nigga could just fuck something. But I'm talking about like a real, like, this nigga in love with the other house. What made him be that in love at the other house that he's missing at home? Like that should be the court. Like that's some shit that I want to know.
That's where it's got to get to.
Yeah.
I understand feelings are hurt.
Yeah, and that shit.
I understand
and it's
people
wrong and they shouldn't do this and all that
but
shit.
At some point, because if it doesn't get to that level, it's bound to happen again. And it don't necessarily have to be infidelity. Like I told y'all, the reason that I ended up writing a book, I ended up starting a business, like that generated from an energy that I wasn't able to utilize at the house. So if you creating the same energy, he might not go out and cheat, but he's gonna take his energy and his attention to somewhere else. He's gonna still create division in the house. So we gotta get to why, and you gotta be open to hearing why, not just it's some bullshit that he did some dumb shit. No, why did he do that? And as a man, you have to be able to stand in there and tell why.
Do you think if your significant other, for both of y'all married,
about to say that.
your wife, if your wife stepped out, would you be able to say, what was I doing or
that's
not doing?
That's my first question. What, like, why?
Yeah, like that.
So what?
And I want to know
what am I not doing for you that you had to go over there? That's literally my first question.
Now that's your question to her. Do you think you could ask yourself that? Like, what the fuck was I doing or not doing that pushed my wife?
I would have to ask her because
to me it don't matter.
I may not know. Yeah.
What is she feeling?
Nigga, that's my first question. Like, whatever, cool. What am I like? What are you missing here that he's giving you? Like, and I need an answer. Like, I need some real, like a real.
I probably don't phase it. I probably don't phrase it like that. I probably simplify it as, why did you do it? Because to me, you could tell me you weren't doing this, so I felt like I needed to do this. He showed up. All right, cool. We started from I wasn't doing this. Why did you make the decision? Time was available and you was shooting a podcast. Why?
No, I ain't going for that.
No, but see, but I'm saying
that's it. Got to be a little deeper.
But the root is time.
Nigga taping up his hands. Oh, that was it.
Okay.
No, but the
Like
root,
a podcast.
the root is time.
No, okay.
The root is I'm not giving her enough time. So I understand that. I can hear that. Cool. But I'm not gonna just go off the handle and not listen to anything or not want to. I need to know.
I want to know. I want to know.
And then look, honestly, it's a choice. Do I want to improve it or we going separate ways?
And I have to be truthful with myself to be like, okay, I get that. But
That's
it's
where
The accountability.
yeah.
that's where the self question comes. Is right. And when she tells you what she's experiencing, then you ask, "Is this?"
Because if she tell you some shit, you be like, nah, that's bullshit. Because I've been asking you da. So now you told me this and you just decided to go over there. Because the same shit you went over there for, I've already offered.
That's different.
So that just means you ain't fucking with me.
That's
so
different.
Now this ain't no shot at you. Definitely ain't your life.
It's his life and a shot
But
at him.
I'm about to give you this usher shit, right? This ain't got nothing to do with my life. But nah,
Let me
like,
take a sip.
like we know how much he does, right? Mm-hmm. You flag football, you work, you working on this podcast, you working on your book, you working on the clothing line, you working shit, you building a church in Guadalupe, you goddamn restoring transmissions and shit. You doing everything, right? So
Giving sight to the blind,
right?
and all kinds of shit.
Changing water to wine and shit, all kinds of shit going on. So what I'm saying is, like, I think sometimes you don't even have to ask the question to them because you know, like, I know I haven't been given any time. So I think that was more what I was thinking because sometimes it's obvious. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
you think it's obvious.
I'm not doing the time.
But that's a conversation. That's a, hey, Wallace, I feel like you're giving a lot of time to this. I would like more time with us.
But if I don't react though,
Hold
if
on.
I don't react,
hold on. But that's a conversation. If that wasn't a conversation and your ass just go there, yeah, fuck you. Because that's something we could have talked about. It is, because sometimes we aren't self-aware. We could be thinking shit is cool, right? Okay, but she don't mind me doing this. She ain't said nothing. Cool. Everything seems good. She sucking dick over here because you ain't got time. Hold on, now you ain't never mentioned to me about time.
So realistically, that's what we're hoping for, and that sounds amazing. But a lot of times men don't do that. A lot of times men ain't having conversation. They just like, man, she fine as fuck.
I don't know what men doing, but
you don't know
the conversations are being had.
But I mean, we gotta be real about it. Like we know niggas everybody ain't having that.
They know what they're feeling. They know how to express it.
That notice up front, like, hey, I'm starting to feel like this. Most niggas ain't doing. Like, let's just be real. Most niggas not having that conversation. Most niggas saw it. I'm sitting in the barbershop, saw this woman walk by. I'm gonna go holler at her because she fine as fuck.
And it could be as simple as your wife is gaining weight, and you don't want to say anything because you don't want to hurt the situation. But if you say something, it could trigger her to do something. If you don't say nothing, you never give her the chance to start fulfilling what you're looking for.
That's what I'm saying.
But a lot of men don't do that.
Exactly. Like I saw this thing. Well, I was being told about this thing on TikTok. It ended up being like episodes and shit. But this guy was cheating on his wife. He's an older gentleman. So he was like maybe late 50s, early 60s, right? They was like, he was cheating on his wife. She didn't even know. It was a whole bunch of shit that went on. But when the wife ran up on him and her at the airport, this shit happened here in Atlanta.
I just saw this.
When she saw the lady, she looked like a younger version of her.
Yeah.
So it ain't necessarily like, sometimes it ain't gonna be a conversation. It can't be, hey, I need you to look young. I need you to look like your old self. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like all men ain't having that conversation.
But it can be, I'm having trouble being attracted to you. Now let's dig into that. But you gotta.
You
yes.
You think that won't go well?
Nothing fucking conversation gonna go well.
It's about having it.
No, because do you think that's even? I'm saying going well is even being heard.
Yes, because even when you feel like even when they go off, right? That's still gonna be in the back of their mind. Now, if you choose not to fucking change that situation, that's on you. But I'm gonna continue to tell you, hey, that my issue with us is such and such, such and such. Cool. If you got a problem with it, I'm still continue to tell you. So, you know, if that guy does something else or whatever, and I know if something happened and everybody was like, well, just leave her. I don't think that shit that simple. Yeah. When people be going through that shit, I don't think.
Yeah, you got kids and all kind of shit.
I don't think it's just that simple.
We own shit together,
like, because she ain't doing it. But sometimes what happens is they leave that gap, that small little window.
20%, baby.
Bro, and niggas could literally not be looking for nothing outside. Niggas could not be. I seen her at the such and such, and she was fine as fuck.
Why he pointing at you so hard?
Because he just made that example.
I was like,
or like it's the smallest window. It could literally be a bump into your fucking car at the growth. It could be anything. Like, don't leave that window. Like, don't leave no window. And niggas, like I said, it's a difference between a nigga loving a motherfucker over here and a nigga just fucking. Like that nigga, he just fucking. He just, you know, that ain't nothing. Everything's great at home, but he just fucking off.
That's just who he is.
That's different.
It's a discipline.
I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, that's a discipline problem.
From men leaving that window open,
all of it's a little bit of a discipline.
And not doing what you need to do, could, you know, that could be a little tricky. It could be a little tricky. But have the conversation, man.
Let's turn into a good talk, man.
Right. That communication word, boy.
Bro,
even in the hardest moments.
Because if you had a communication and you find out that nigga got that girl over there and he come with, baby, I've been asking you for 2 years to just do this. You ain't even just did this. This girl did way this and even more. What shit? I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I am sorry.
That, you know, don't leave it. And we probably get killed for this conversation, but hey, it just is what it is.
I think it's
from
just
my perspective.
I think it's gonna open up more conversation. We probably get
the women. Oh shit!
They probably gonna ask y'all a lot of questions.
I know, neither. I'm speaking on behalf of men.
Yeah, but I think in a sense of like they ask
in committed relationships.
You speaking on behalf of men, but you're also speaking on behalf of men in relationships and long term lasting relationships.
I don't mind answering those questions.
Yeah. And I think that's what it's all about, right?
No,
we having conversations that start conversations,
and which helps us be better people for each other,
men and women. Yeah. So I think this is what it's all about.
Because now this give you a perspective of what something you may have not even known that women or that men think about.
Listener,
right?
But see, then that's the opportunity for you to step into the comments and give us your perspective.
And if
you
this
think
is
a different way than me.
like, you know what?
And not even just the comments with us.
Like I needed to.
I was about to say, it's not even just the comments with us. Sometimes it can open up conversations at your home.
Yeah, at your home.
Like with your partner, because you're like, hey,
even better.
This.
Do you feel like I'm not? Am I missing something with us? Like, how to ask that question?
Do you ever feel like you can't talk to me about something that you feel like you're missing?
Yeah.
I think that's huge.
Yeah.
Like that.
It's a great conversation to have.
Nigga might get startled. You might trip over some shit when you say it. But
what do you not like about me?
And don't attack them.
I like that question.
I think it has negative connotations to it.
No.
I
like that question because it could be something so simple. Like, I ain't saying like, well, I don't. Now, but nigga got a whole list. Y'all might have to go to
that nigga said, you know what?
That could be.
Nigga said, I had some notes in my phone.
I've been waiting on you to ask me this.
That bun. I hate that motherfucking bun. And that wig, bitch. We just gonna start at the top and don't work my way down. Your glasses.
I feel like you gonna fly away on
your glasses. I hate them motherfuckers. Them clear ones.
I would hope it wouldn't be that much of y'all together. Hopefully,
I think take time to figure out how to ask that question.
14
in a productive way.
I'm gonna go point them out. Don't wear these.
I don't like these. I don't like them. And them shoes, I said I did. I didn't really like them.
I just know we're gonna be arguing. And you're gonna say something bad about my mom.
Hopefully, more serious things.
No, where you said they from?
Which one?
The shoes, the white shoes.
Oh, y'all crazy, boy. Them Easter spoons, them Easter specials.
Them Easter sandals.
She had them holes on like she was in the goddamn.
Man, it was raining outside. It was raining outside.
In the grass.
Video, she was sitting on the curb.
It was raining outside.
It was. Yeah, it was raining.
It was muddy.
That's a conversation, though, right?
Hell yeah. I wouldn't have let mine do that, but
some nigga don't know no better either.
That too, yeah. He probably thought
he got another audience on both sides.
That brother just was good, though.
Hey man, this has been another awesome episode. I ain't forcing to close. But
let's ride out, baby. Let's ride out.
All right.
I think we going where we don't need to go.
That got to be the shirt, man. I'm back to home, man.
Yeah, this was a good conversation. I enjoyed this little dialogue.
And we didn't even get to the topic. I love it.
Yeah, we didn't have to. It was good.
Yeah,
it was good.
I'm fuck with it. Wow. If all hearts and minds are clear.
Oh shit!
Damn,
that nigga up.
Hey,
we talked
continue. Go by YouTube, man. Subscribe, share,
somebody
comment.
No,
our goal is that 1K.
1K, baby.
By this year, that's what we shooting for. I know last year at the end of the year I was saying it.
What's camera
I was definitely a dreamer.
We got
I'm
two
talking to both of them.
We think we fancy.
We at 328 right now.
Yeah, I was a dreamer. Okay. And sometimes you gotta aim big, right? But this year, for real, 1K.
Aim for the moon, land on the stars.
Yeah, or whatever, however the saying goes. Bring your people, tell your people, come be our people.
Stars land on the moon.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, but we had a moment.
We had a moment.
Yeah, we did.
But I did start thinking about it, and sometimes you aim at a certain spot.
Here we go.
But you actually end up passing it and do land on the star. You can have this goal. Let's say your goal is to make it to the NFL.
Okay.
But then you become an NFL Hall of Famer. You become a media mogul, a GM, something that's way more and more monumental. It's past the moon.
Well, let's say you was aiming to be an NFL star. You didn't become an NFL star, but
you started a podcast. You ended up writing a book.
No.
And then, you know where I was going with that?
Yeah, no, I didn't. The dude that's
damn dog.
the guy who was just named the executive of the year.
Oh, Brad Holmes from North Carolina A&T.
Yeah, so
Hey, you probably, baby.
yeah, so my
With the
man,
Lions, baby.
my man went in.
Yeah, I don't know if we won or not because this is before the game, but go Lions.
He went in. He what he had an internship.
With the
Just with an internship. I'm sure, like
he was just hoping to be a scout.
I'm just trying to be a scout. Ends up being the executive of the year.
Yep.
For NFL team.
Taking a team that has not been to won a playoff game since 1991 to the NFC Championship game.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
hard.
so I think it's actually what you absolutely your coordinates was off. You missed the shit that you was trying to do and
you
just
end
kept
up way
riding.
further.
You end up on some way more awesome shit, man.
Yeah, so I'm glad you
and
said
add a
this shit
R on
wrong.
it. You know what I'm saying?
You made it
so,
right.
But subscribe, continue. Seeing people over here, man. Subscribe, share these clips,
Tell a friend,
share
tell a
them
friend, all that
videos,
shit.
so that they can see what's
You gotta
going
say
on
it so
over
you
here.
mean it, so they feel you, man. You can't
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
about your friends.
So we can all be friends.
Exactly.
I want to part.
We always
try to be part of that shit like that.
We always appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time, a little bit of your space. So we can come in here, man, and just do what we do. Today was a prime example of us doing
Just
what the
talking.
fuck we do.
Yeah, real shit. It felt good.
It turned into a conversation. It was a question that turned into a conversation that turned into something else, and it turned into something good. Hopefully you got everything you needed from it, and even if you didn't, if you got a little something from it, man, that's
If you ain't getting nothing, we got you next episode.
Yeah, we got you on the next one. Trust me,
It's coming.
We got some
We'll
more
get
shit.
you eventually.
Yeah, we gonna get you
7
eventually.
days.
So watch the old episode. You gonna like something.
Yeah, so one of these motherfuckers gonna hit home some kind of way. Yeah.
It's a lot of value in these. man.
But we appreciate you always. If all hearts and minds are clear.
I just want folks to know.
What do they know?
We're going to the Super Bowl, baby.
I'm gonna lose about 30. All right.
All
Super
hearts
Bowl,
and minds
baby.
are clear. We love y'all. See y'all on the next one, man.
All love, man.
Peace, peace.
Yeah.
I just would. I'm feeling inside.
This how I'm feeling inside. Every line that I ride.